Good afternoon. I am Bryan Greenberg, your host for the third annual Open Mind Film Festival. Thank you for joining us today for an extraordinary showcase of student films on mental health. Now, as an actor, I've spent most of my career in front of the camera, but recently I got to explore a different side of filmmaking, writing and directing my first film called Junction, which will be coming out later this year. I believe in the power of motion pictures to tell stories that can change lives, which is why I'm so impressed by these talented young filmmakers from across the country who have shared their unique perspectives in ways that both entertain and teach us that our voices matter. To be honest, I'm a little jealous because you all have a 20-year head start on my filmmaking career. But now turn up your volume and open your heart. It is time to be inspired. I Don't Want to Go, directed by Max Badson. Fitting In, directed by Mark Leschinski. Journal of a Dreamer, directed by Benjamin Hayes. Girls Just Want to Have Fun, directed by Frey Wood. PTSD, directed by Owen Clayton Taylor. What If It Wasn't a Joke, directed by Grace Sutherland. Different, Not Less, directed by Alexander Dern. Chasm, directed by Winston Bertelt. I Matter Because, directed by Haley Wimmer Johnson. Growing Pains, directed by Sabrina Ye.
Shocked by devastating violence, this time at that Florida high school on Valentine's Day.
This image, one that has become all too familiar. Students evacuating with their hands up. The suspect in that deadly shooting is...
Jack, can you turn your phone off?
Do I have to?
Yeah, come on. Just turn it off. Day's over.
I love you.
Jack! School in 10 minutes. What are you doing?
Nothing, sorry.
All right, go get dressed.
Okay.
Shut up. Are you at the school? I can't hear you.
But at some point, the reality sunk in that this is now a crime scene, a murder scene, a scene of mass murder, coming just a little over a week after what we witnessed in Buffalo, New York, as the pace of
Hey, Dad?
active shooters, of mass shootings,
What?
just doesn't seem to give way.
Can you come in here for a sec?
This all transpired just a couple of hours ago. Dribs and drabs of information coming out.
Compilation was released by the
I don't wanna
American
go.
Statesman. It was compiled from over 70 minutes of footage. The video shows the shooter entering the school, going down.
Come on, Jack, get in the car. Come on. Come on, please. You'll be fine, all right?
turns the corner in the hallway, goes to the classroom, and starts shooting. A young boy almost walks down the hallway but stops and runs back when the shooting starts. The video shows the gunman start shooting.
When we are born and the train of time starts moving, we put on our individual shoes that fit only us, that represent who we are, our unique personalities. One of a kind, different, special, colorful. But then we see how sometimes others are trying to fit into society. The golden shoe that looks so sparkly and attractive. And we try to do the same, to fit in, to be accepted. But it doesn't fit us. It's not who we truly are. We are much more unique and different than the mold that society expects of us. Meanwhile, the train of time is moving away. We need to throw away that society shoe. We need to find our true selves, to put back on our own unique shoes, and run after that train of time, trying to catch the life that we missed while fitting in.
are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She uses Maybelline.
5 justices ended the right of American women to choose abortion under the Constitution.
Stabbed a transgender woman to death.
Sparked by the killing of a young woman named Masa Amini by the so-called morality police.
The sole heiress of In-N-Out Burger.
Giorgia Meloni to become Italy's first female prime minister and its first far-right leader since Benito Mussolini.
To believe that men and women are basically the same is to believe a delusion.
Good, solid, strong enough for a man.
But pH balanced for a woman.
The body of 16-year-old Selena Not Afraid was found this morning about 3/4 of a mile away.
26 transgender or gender non-conforming people were killed in the U.S. last year, and 91% of those cases were black women.
This woman took the wheel in defiance of the law.
When you gonna live your life? You alright, Stanley? You've been in there for a while.
It's quiet in here. I'm sorry.
Come on. You're safe here. He's locked up now.
"16 years, almost 17. The amount of time that had passed before I knew a big part of myself. You see, as a child, I was seen as quiet, shy, reserved, but happy. Close with family, but hidden amongst peers. The child I was at home did not match up with the child I was at school. Constantly told I was too quiet and that I should speak more. I felt alone. I felt as though I was more than quiet, but could not narrow down to why that was. My teen years grew rougher on me, as it was harder to blend in and feel as though I had a place among my peers. One day I was tired of being left unanswered from all of the questions about myself. So I investigated. I went back to my childhood, looking for signs. Later, when I was 16 years old, in an office, a woman sitting in a chair across from me had confirmed my conclusions by a simple nod and a smile. That was the moment I found out I was autistic. All of my struggles made sense. However, I felt shocked that I did not know earlier, or that no one around me had suspected anything remotely close to it. And in that moment, I felt like an imposter, but I realized it was only the beginning of accepting myself. Not only accepting my quote-unquote struggles, but my strengths as well. Sure, maybe I do have social differences and struggle with reading people's expressions, but that is not all of who I am. I am human. I am an artist who loves to draw and paint. Art is my outlet, my expression, the way I connect with others. The smallest things can bring me joy. I focus on very minute details that not everyone notices. I am honest. I see beauty in things that others may not see right away. I bring intense passion and love towards my hobbies and interests. Some people may say that I am lucky, that I am a miracle. However, I am not that. I am just myself. I know I will have bad days. Those do not define me. I know I miss living my childhood to the fullest due to being unaware of what I am. But that is the past, and I am living in the present. Living to give myself the space I need to succeed, allowing myself to belong. Of course, all of this acceptance did not happen overnight, but I now know I can say that I am stronger, more self-aware, and happy. Being autistic does not make me any less of a person, only different. I am still human, and I am enough.
I think the fact that there's so many posts on the Survivors of BSA account, it really shows how this kind of stuff is a culture. There are so many stories of these incidents that you don't get to fully take in the severity and the significance of each and every one. Because behind that black screen with those words, there's a person whose life was changed forever. I don't really know how to start this. Sometimes you look at a person and you might even consider them a friend, and people like them, and they make people laugh. They make a lot of jokes. So when that person says something that isn't something you laugh at, it's not so funny anymore, you feel out of place and you feel like you can't take a joke. He decided to write a story. And he passed it around. I didn't want to ruin the joke, because it was just a joke. And he put his arms around me, but it wasn't a hug. He just didn't want me to move. He was making a joke, right? So I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to freak out, but he laughed. I didn't say anything. I froze. The truth is, it doesn't matter how strong you are. Anyone can freeze. And so the next day, I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was something along the lines of, it's not a funny joke to tell me you're gonna... He said, what if it wasn't a joke?
You know who I am before I do. Why do you care if I care about my skin? My hair, my nails, my body. Does the silver I wear around my neck scare you? My clothes? Do you see me? you like me to be bigger, taller, tougher, stronger? Do you want me to fail? You'd like me to be quiet. I'll be quiet. I'll hide it just the way you like it. Invisible. My body is a weapon. My fist meant for fighting. I'd like you to be quiet. I'm not quiet. Should I dress to fit in? Or to stand out? Regardless of my choice, I'll never be accepted. You drown me out until I die from your world. And am reborn into mine.
I matter because, well, that's a question. I think I'm gonna let you guess this one. Am I a superhero that saves the city from villains? That flies through the sky and saves civilians? Not even close. Is it because I'm a world-class dancer that can do any dance in the world? Nah, I just trip over and fall on my face. Is it because I have no fear and can do anything like skydiving or free-falling? Nah, I'm scared of heights. But I wish. Is it because I'm super flexible and is the best gymnast in the world? No, I can barely do a cartwheel. Is it because I'm like the Flash and I'm super, super fast? No, I'm actually really slow. Or is it because I'm super duper famous and have millions of subscribers on YouTube? No, I have less than 5. It's because I'm me. It's because I'm the best me that I can possibly be and that I know what I'm doing. I guess I'm me. Bye. The end.
It's beautiful, isn't it? The flower of youth, so wild and sweet and innocent. We bloom in the field just long enough so that we learn to sway in the wind, to dance with it. But there comes a time when we must all leave the embrace of childhood, and that our lavender petals cannot last forever, and we say our goodbyes, cherishing the freedom we used to have. The whole wide world is now before you, And navigating the open seas without a compass takes courage and a bit of that life-loving, sweet, and reckless pedal that we once possessed. There comes a moment in time when we face a choice. That we get to a crossroad in life without signs to guide us. Left or right? Each has its joys and memories right ahead of the bend, but choosing one means letting go of the other. It is an inevitable part of choice. And once you have chosen your path, don't look back. The what-ifs and could-haves no longer matter. Look around you, your present scenery. And no matter where life takes you, you'll be okay.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, it's time to meet the filmmakers.
Hello, my name is Max Vadsat. I go to New Road School in Santa Monica, California. My film is called I Don't Want to Go, and it centers around a teen who is having anxiety about going to school because he's worried about the gun violence and how the media is covering the topic.
Hi everyone, my name is Mark Lischinski, and I'm a high school junior at the Bergen County Academy's High School in Hackensack, New Jersey. I'm very excited to be a part of the Open Mind Film Festival, and my film, titled Fitting In, is a social impact film that inspires viewers to embrace their own unique personalities. My film is very closely related to mental health because you're trying to fit into society and to think that you have to be a person that you may not necessarily be truly may cause significant emotional distress that could manifest in anxiety and depression. However, being inspired to embrace your own unique personality and be true to yourself and be your unique self brings happiness and health and positive mental health. Thank you very much.
Hey, I'm Benjamin Hayes. I'm a junior at Crescenta Valley High School in La Crescenta, California. My film, Journal of a Dreamer, is about a teenager in a constant battle with negative thoughts and anxiety as he struggles to share his story with the outside world. And my filmmaking approach was to capture a quiet and moody tone to represent the internal emotional process of a writer alone with himself and his thoughts as he tries to find the words.
Hi, my name is Frey Wood. I'm from the Ross School in East Hampton. My film is a music video covering Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun. In this film, I wanted to interrogate my own personal journey with gender and ask how we can use personal identity to reorient ourselves away from the binaries we exist within.
Hello, my name is Owen Taylor, and I'm a student at Santa Susana High School in Simi Valley, California. My short film takes a look at the differences in people's mental states and the importance of being patient with others.
Hi, my name is Grace Sutherland. I go to Baltimore School for the Arts in Baltimore, Maryland, and my film is called What If It Wasn't a Joke? What If It Wasn't a Joke is an experimental documentary about a student-run Instagram page in which students are allowed to submit anonymous stories about their sexual assault and sexual harassment within schools. What If It Wasn't a Joke is a way for me to express my submission to that page and for me to show how conflicting it is when you're put in horrible and uncomfortable situations, but you don't react the way you wanted to.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Duran, a senior at Rogers High School in Rogers, Arkansas. My film, Different Not Less, follows a story of when I was diagnosed with autism and how I accepted myself over time. Throughout this film, you will gain personal insight on how my brain perceives and processes the world around me. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the film.
Hi everyone, I'm Winston Riddle. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Orange County, California. I hope you enjoy Chasm, a short film I created last summer about toxic masculinity, gender identity, and passing in the 21st century. Enjoy!
Hello, my name is Haley Johnston, and I go to Redondo Union High School in Redondo Beach. I created my film because of all the mental health issues with kids. I wanted to ensure that everyone knew that they mattered, no matter who they are and what they do.
Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina Ye, and I attend Troy High School, which is located in Fullerton, California. So this piece conveys the dramatic shift from adolescence to adulthood. The title, Growing Pain, refers to the process of losing our childhood innocence in favor of maturity. Thank you guys.
Hey guys, I'm Zach Gottlieb, and I'm honored to be here this afternoon to celebrate the Open Mind Film Festival at UCLA. As the founder of Talk with Zach and an advocate for mental health awareness, I'm thrilled to be presenting the awards to the filmmakers. This festival is more than just a platform for creative expression. It's a space where teens can explore some of the most pressing issues facing us today through film, and we could spark important conversations to create a more inclusive world. This year's films have been particularly thought-provoking, exploring topics such as gender roles, gun violence, social media, and other aspects of teen emotional health. Now, onto the awards. The Friends' Choice Award goes to a remarkable film that presents a personal and intimate view of what it's like to be a 17-year-old autistic individual. Different Not Less is a moving and deeply personal autobiography that showcases the talent and creativity of its young filmmaker. Congratulations to Alexandra Duran for sharing your very important story. Moving on to the second place award, which goes to Chasm by Winston Verdult. This film shows the internal struggle teens have with strong and potentially harmful cultural messages. In Winston's words, Chasm is a foil to toxic masculinity and unrealistic masculine societal standards imposed on youth. Congratulations, Winston, on your impactful and artistic film. And now finally, the moment you've been waiting for, the first place award, which goes to Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Frey Wood. By juxtaposing a personal music video, real news clips, and striking visuals, the film is a powerful exploration of gender and identity. As Frey explains, through the project, I interrogate my personal journey with gender, but I also hope to create a space where everyone can reflect on their relationship with femininity. Congratulations, Frey, on your well-deserved success. And now I want to thank all 131 filmmakers who submitted their work to the festival. Your creativity and talent have been so inspiring. And of course, to the finalists and winners, congratulations on your exceptional achievement. Your films have challenged and touched us, and we look forward to seeing more of your groundbreaking work in the future.
All right, congratulations to all of our finalists and winners today. You've given us such meaningful points to reflect on. Thank you. Now, I'd like to turn the mic over to Andrea Sonnenberg, host of the podcast Getting Thru, and Henry Platt, a singer and mental health advocate, to continue the conversation of mental health amongst teens.
Hi, Henry. It's so great
Hello.
to see you.
Good to see you too.
It's nice to be together again.
Absolutely.
And you are such an inspiration for so many people. When you were on my podcast, Getting Thru, where I talk with young people who are struggling with mental health issues, but are getting through. And I'm really grateful for your participation. I love that we get to talk again about this important topic and in the context of these amazing student films. So it really is hard to pick up a newspaper these days and not read about the mental health crisis that our young people are facing. We are desperately in need of creative solutions. And the Student Film Festival is one such creative solution, a way to raise awareness, create connection, community, destigmatize the topic, and search for innovative strategies to cope. So thank you so much for being a judge, as well as for being a part of this interview. So thank you.
My pleasure.
So you are an amazing mental health advocate, and we're lucky to have you out there advocating on behalf of this important cause. What made you start to share your story?
Absolutely. So I think when I was first going through my mental health journey, I was really struggling to find people that I could connect with, that I could open up to. I think it felt very isolating. And when you're in a particular mindset or struggling, it's really difficult to want to reach out or to share how you're feeling, and which further sort of isolates you. But as I went through my therapeutic process, I was doing cognitive behavioral therapy. The catharsis that came out of me sharing my story with my therapist and with my individual family members was really life altering, and it really helped me realize things about myself and made me feel like I could lean into who I was a bit more. And so, after a few years of that, I took the next step and I decided to share my story on a bit of a bigger platform. I wrote an article for this platform called The Conversationalist, and it was published online. I didn't know that it would hit many people, but for me, it was just a personal sort of reflective exercise, but I was blown away by the response that my story received, and how many people reached out and had related to even a fraction of the experience. People coming out of the woodworks, close friends, everything in between, and realizing how rewarding it was, not only for myself being able to articulate and put into words what I was feeling, but to people on the other end who could feel seen or heard or could relate to any aspect of what I had expressed. So it really was a therapeutic moment for me.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, I think you have really articulated how important it is to be able to share, because it creates this connection and this community. Several of the films are about wanting to be seen, acknowledged, celebrated for who we are, fitting in, harassment, and even school shootings. How do these themes resonate with you personally and as a mental health advocate?
I have to say, I was really blown away watching these films and seeing how, young people are able to articulate and put creative expression to really difficult issues that are at the forefront of our conversations today. It's not an easy thing to do, but I am hopeful that there is some connection and catharsis that comes from this film festival. And I think seeing these issues explored in such a creative way, it gives me a window, as someone who maybe can't relate to every issue that I saw. It gives me a window through which to better understand others' experiences. It gives me a bit more of a connective tissue to relate to certain aspects of other people's stories. And it's something that I hope to carry with me as I continue sharing my story and putting my own creative spin on my experiences. But truly, I was blown away watching these films, and I cannot advocate enough for the importance of artistic expression and creative expression as real therapy and real catharsis for these issues and for individuals who have experienced these issues.
Right. I mean, it's really amazing that how this art, whatever form it is, can really help with healing, help with dealing with these challenges. So I love that the work that the festival is doing to promote that kind of healing for young people.
Absolutely.
So before we go, I would love you to give us any advice that you might have for the young people in our audience about how to get through, as far as being an advocate, your own personal struggles, how to raise awareness, destigmatize, let us have your final thoughts.
Absolutely. First thing I would say is to remember that you've made it through 100% of your bad days. And that's a mantra I always carry with me, no matter what I'm doing or where I'm going. It's just a fact.
I love that.
Two, I would say, is something that's been really difficult for me, and I'm sure is difficult for a lot of people in high school and starting college, is the prevalence of social media in our lives. It's something that I wrote about in that initial piece. And while there is a lot of power in a positive power that it has in connecting people, allowing stories to be shared, it also can have detrimental effects and can make people feel left out, can make people feel like they have to present an altered reality when they're, posting or trying to express themselves on those platforms. So the advice that I would give is to extend the authenticity that you give to your creative pursuits to your portrayal of self on social media, to, not let any of the fakeness or, what is perceived to be likable get in the way of allowing you to express your true self. And if you need to take a break from social media, that is perfectly okay too. I do it often when I feel like I just need a reset and need to focus on art or whatever it is that helps me get through the tough moments. So I think, leaning into authenticity, into storytelling as a tool for healing, those are the things that will get us through, as you say.
I love that, because that's really at the essence of the themes of this film festival, right? And so you really, 100%. You kind of summed that up, and I love that. So thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing what lies ahead for you, and I hope our paths cross again soon.
Me too. Take care.
Thank you, Henry and Andrea, for your thought-provoking conversation. And kudos to the many filmmakers who produce such creative shorts. We look forward to seeing all of you again next year, and hopefully in person, for Open Mind Film Festival 2024.